Hello, everyone. This is your host, BB Gamer, and welcome to a little talk that I want to try to discuss with everybody on YouTube. It kind of goes for a lot of people. Don't mind me if I sneeze or whatnot. I'm kind of allergic right now, but let me get to the point. What does it take to become a streamer, and what how is it different from streaming back then when YouTube was a thing and compared to how things are right now? The thing is that YouTube as a whole kind of started out as just a site for people to make videos in order to upload them, to let the whole world see what they do. It's kind of similar to the way I'm doing it. I'm doing it with no fancy cameras, no no editing. It's just me, my laptop, backgrounds, and whatever games I play. Thing is that I want to say is that streaming back then, it was a lot. It was a lot. It's it was just something that everybody would enjoy. People would load up their videos. People would load up not only things about their daily lives, but heck, even famous YouTubers like Markiplier and PewDiePie did way back when they first started, just uploaded videos of themselves just playing games. Take me, for example. I'm currently playing Pokemon Unite. I know it still is a very important game to a lot of people, but compared to me, I'm just a casual person that likes to play it for what it is. I mean, back then it was just a lot more fun. And to be honest, the reason why I played this game too was because of a certain other streamer on Twitch. I like to give a shout out to Ginkgo. He was a avid Unite fan. Sometimes he plays competitively, sometimes he doesn't, in which I usually like to play just casual with him. It was always fun, and interacting with him and the rest of the other his other group of friends was pretty fun, and I usually enjoyed the spending time with them and enjoying the game for what it is. But over time, things gotten stale, and with these so-called updates and all this other stuff, I think he lost interest. I'm not saying that it's a bad game in its own right. I still play it just for the casual games, like casual battles and all this other stuff. There are times in which I like to get certain holowares in order to you know put on certain Pokemon I like. Most of the evolutions, Miascarada or Cinderace, for example. But there are sometimes I try to also get other Pokemon just to complete the collection, and I still do. And I know it costs money, but I try to save up as much as I can in order to get it. But that's besides the point. Back then, when YouTube first started, all this was nothing. There was none of this, no fancy cameras, no microphones or nothing. It was just good old fashioned video cameras and just the world around us. Sometimes people just do silly things without any consequence, and it was all so funny. I even liked the videos that back in the day were just simple. But over time, The people over YouTube just started now making ads, demanding stuff from YouTubers that might stress them out. It's become too corporate. And this is an honest to goodness statement from a guy that was still around during the time when the internet was still a thing and other websites were starting to pop up here and there, and then YouTube became a thing. To be honest, the very first video I ever saw was one of PewDiePie's videos, and I think it was something that has to deal with one of those motion comics, that horror thing that was, I think, around the 2000s when I first saw it. Really scared me and made me laugh my pants off whenever I saw PewDiePie go through with it. It was all fun, and seeing these videos and enjoying them for what they were, and then these YouTubers stopped popping up. It made me want to try to join up as well. But then now that I think about it, what would happen if I became a dedicated streamer? I have a part-time job, and it pays well. But I just feel like if I go through with it, will my life change for the better, or will it get hard from here on out? I, for one, believe that streaming is supposed to be fun for one reason: to share that fun with everybody else. And that's why it's supposed to be YouTube. Because you yourself are posting something on a tube for everybody's enjoyment. I know I may be like a ranting old person. Besides that, my birthday was last week, so I'm like 43 right now. But take this as a little statement from a old like a unk to all of you guys. I want to stream, and I want to leave my mark on here, because who knows, maybe in the future I may not be around anymore. And I feel like I just want to make an impact on somebody else's life. There are a bunch of other people out there that made their impact on somebody else's life, and I feel like I want to do the same. Hey, I'm not as popular as anybody, but heck, I'm already at getting close to 20 subscribers, so it's a little small victory for me. But I just like to be honest and open to everyone else out there, and I think this is the good way to do it. Now, no fancy cameras, no fancy microphones, just me, my game, and you the viewers that could subscribe. I could subscribe this video if you would like. I mean, sure, people may not want to hear me ranting or anything, but I'll still try my best to bring out any videos that I can, given the chance, because with my job, it kind of demotivates me to work on something like this. But there are a few things I could basically bring up, but I just wanted to get that whole thing out of the way. So, with that in mind, I guess it would be alright just to give you a review. And what better game to review than this? Final Fantasy 14 Online. I mean, I'm sure you guys can't see it due to the screen, but this has been a game I've been wanting for a pretty long time. And of course, it's going to be going under maintenance soon, but I just wanted to point it out. So, Square Enix and this game. I've been a very big fan of Final Fantasy games ever since, well, 7 came out, which was in the 1990s with PlayStation. And since playing that game, the other Final Fantasy games started popping out. And now, I played 1 through 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 2, 11. 11 was, I haven't tried that one because it was online and I didn't have an online service back then. Especially since I was like in middle school, high school back then. But then got 12, 13, 13 2, and then 13 Lights Return. And then we got well, 15 and 16 due to my older brother having a powerful PlayStation back then. So all in all, we played most of the games. And I, for one, enjoy the game for what it is. As you can see, this is my character here. I am a thaumaturge. When I heard that the game was going to be out for the Switch 2, I was ecstatic. I saved up a lot of money in order to get the entire package, which was kind of like over $100. I know it may be a little bit more costly, but to be honest, it's well worth it. A lot of people have been giving high praise towards this game, and it's gameplay, of course, and I feel like that they have done a real service to this game. As you can see, it runs pretty well, and I feel like that. I feel like that it's been done pretty well for a video game like this, especially since it runs at a decent frame rate. I'm no expert when it comes to stuff like this, especially since the whole game is supposed to be, well, it's supposed to be online service only, and that's the only downside. I wish they could at least have the storyline as its own thing, where you can just develop your own character and have NPCs like these to help you out at times. And I feel like that it works pretty good, despite how it plays. It doesn't really debunk or really give me any bad sense of how it's playing. As you can see here, I just like how it is. And don't mind me if I'm just being a little bit more focused on the game. But as I said, it's pretty impressive, and I feel like Square Enix has done a fantastic job porting this game from the computer, from where it was supposed to be played, into something like this, a handheld. And I'm not saying that, it's handheld things like this is superior. But I will say that, this game deserves high praise for what it is on this platform. And that also begs the question, can other big games uh, go to Switch as well? I mean, I know this is a controversial thing for me to say, but I would definitely like it if Power World was to be implemented on this game as well. Because I can understand there will be a lot of people saying how bad it would be for Nintendo to allow Power World to be on their console after this whole Pokemon versus Power World debacle. I say screw that. The thing is that I see no issue with Power World being for what it is. All these people just make it into a big thing, and I feel like it's supposed to be fun for both. As a veteran Pokemon fan, I played all the games, all the way up to Scarlet and Violet and Legend Z. So just think what Nintendo will gain from Power. And besides, it would make for a decent, healthy competition, and I feel like that would be positive for both sides, in my opinion. Well, that aside, I will say this that Final Fantasy XIV Online really deserves for what it is because it runs fantastic. I have no problems with the frame rates, no problems with any delays, and the only downside I see of this is just that it's just only for online thing. It's not it's not like for single player or offline thing. That's how I feel like it's supposed to be. I mean, I know I'm stammering, I'm fumbling with my words, but I just like to be who I am and enjoy the games for personal reasons. Mhm. Well, that aside, I just feel like this is such an impressive game, and I think that it deserves all the attention and all the love it deserved. I'm just going to leave it at that and let you guys decide on what you think about how on what are my comments and all this other stuff. If you have anything to say, just leave it on the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, and I'll be showing off more games like probably tomorrow. So hope to see you later.